What's up? This is Adam here to talk about the Naruto chapter. I want to know what everybody thought about it. So leave your comments below. But I also want to see the what I want to see in the chapter. In the new chapter is gonna be probably gonna be too much to expect, I guess, or not really. But I'm kind of wary about the new chapter being made after this one because I'm not sure if they're gonna go back. Like, maybe they might go back to the war and you'll see the Kages heading towards the war and maybe you'll get to see some of their special skills and movesets. But this also worries me that you probably won't see it ASAP. Like, now that you know the four Kages and Orochimaru and Sasuke, Team Taka, are gonna go to the war, I'm worried about them not showing it in the new manga chapter because I'm sure some people have not forgotten about the other old Team Kage getting their ass whooped by Madara. As you know, all of them are on their ass right now, dying and just crying like bitches or whatever, incapacitated basically. And Tsunade's cut in half, but she's still alive-ish. She summoned her summoning jutsu, her slug, um, and her summoning's worried about her, but she's worried about them, like the other Kages. So either she's gonna make it through just barely, and she's gonna sacrifice, or she's gonna sacrifice her life to protect the other four Kages, the other nations, to be revived again. Um, I'm thinking it's either that or she sacrifices herself for them. Either way, a lot of fans think that Tsunade is screwed, and I'm sure there's like very few fans that are worried about them now that this is happening. Like, old Team Kage got their ass whooped, they failed. New Team Kage, they're gonna whoop Madara's ass. It's probably that's what I'm seeing now because Madara and the first Hokage were pretty much evenly matched, or somewhat evenly matched. The first Hokage was, I guess, a little bit above Madara, but not so much above him that Madara would be totally scared. Now that Madara has the powers of the Rinnegan, the Sharingan, and the first Hokage's powers, I'm pretty sure that he's not going to be that afraid of him, seeing as that he's in his prime now. So he's probably stronger than he ever was when he was alive because he said he barely unlocked this and this and that, but just before he died. And just before he died, it's like, oh, I can do this dead. So I'm thinking that this Madara that got revived is gonna be like, is the best he's been ever. Now that the first Hokage is alive, I'm pretty sure that he's also like that because Orochimaru made a comment about controlling everybody but the first Hokage. He said that the first Hokage's, he said his controlling powers of because he revived all the other four Hokages, he said that his restraint on all the others were good, but the first Hokage's was kind of loosened, so he better watch out. So the first Hokage could have done whatever he wanted to do. The second Hokage sort of could have also, but the Orochimaru barely contained the control of the second, but he didn't have control over the first ever. So I'm guessing the first is at his prime, just like Madara is. But with Madara having the first's powers and genes inside of himself, that's probably going to match up already, and that's probably going to be a problem. Now, if the second is just about as strong as the first or Madara, clearly since the second already knows Madara's Shizan, like I'm pretty sure the second and the first know about all of Madara's techniques and powers because they fought hella times in the past. I'm not sure how many times because the Senju never wanted to beat the Uchiha's ass when Hishirama was in charge, apparently. If it was Hishirama's father, he probably would have slaughtered them all if he got a chance to. But as soon as power got shifted and balanced and they were the head of their clans, I know that the first Hokage could have killed Madara a long, long time ago. But they kind of dilly-dallied because they were friends. And the first kind of was lenient until the end when he had made a comment, or he kind of had a flashback about everything that they did when they were friends, and he was like, well, I have my vision of the future, and my vision of the future is better than whatever little grudge or your plan for ruling the world is now. So he kind of got fed up and he killed Madara towards the end, or sort of killed him, because he kind of saw the flashback where Obito met Madara. That's kind of confusing too. I'm thinking that Madara was a little bit of a genjutsu, and he taught Obito some things before he died. Either that or Madara was in fact alive, and the only thing keeping him alive was the Getter statue. Either way, Madara got defeated by the first back then. And I'm thinking that the first and the second teaming up is equivalent to all of Madara's powers. The third and the fourth are probably just extra, but I'm thinking that the fourth has some new jutsu or something new to bring to the table that would surprise everybody else, because they say he can use any jutsu in the world, or that's what the information that was gathered about some of the Kages. And the Hokages are stronger than everybody else, every other Kage apparently, because you've already seen all the other Kages getting revived from every other village, and you saw the 5 Kages kind of like kill the Chusukage, the second Chusukage. So, or just the Raikage fighting them. So if the 5 Kages are better than every other Kage in the past, or some of them, then you already know the Hokages are in the front, because the Leaf Village raised some pretty strong ninja, and for the Hokages, they're like the top-notch Kages. Like, I guess they're above the level of Kage. Like, the first Hokage is above that level. I think the second Hokage is above that level. I think the third is a little bit above that level because he had like a whole bunch of different chakra natures. He used Mudda Wall, that's earth. He knew fire and he knew water. I'm not sure if he knew wind, but Danzo knew wind. And they were kind of, you know, close, so I'm not sure if he had any wind techniques, but he had like almost every chakra nature, like 3 out of 5. So he's pretty strong, and I think he's above Kage, and the fourth is above Kage also, in my opinion, because no other opponents pushed him to use anything else other than Rasengan and Flying Raijin. So if he uses anything else other than that in the battle, in the war, then that proves that he really is really strong above like Kage level. But if he just uses Flying Raijin and he uses something new with it though, that would also determine, you know, what you guys think about him as fans. But I want to see more of the fourth, the second, and the first really fight. Like, I want them to really go like try hard on Madara, because he's been causing problems for everybody in the world. So blowing up things at random and stuff like that with the Ten Tails. But anyway, leave your comments below. And I'll see you later.